Just a pure stat, and I love it. And it speaks to Russell Wilson's greatness, and it also takes a big old jab at your boy Carson Wentz. Matt, 46 straight picks, and he'd still have a better passer rating than Carson Wentz. That is brutal.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Matt, and welcome back to the Money Line. We got a great show for you guys this week. But first, let's check out our co-hosts, aka the experts of our group.
What's going on, guys? Ike, talking everything 49ers and fantasy.
What's up, guys? I'm Nick, talking everything New York Giants. Gonna beat Mike this week.
Let's go, guys. Michael, everything Falcons. Hopefully we don't blow more leads. I'm going to dial you guys some great mega teasers this season.
Awesome. We're going to dive right in with some memes of the week. This past week was a fun one. A lot of good stuff going on. I'll start it off. We have a couple 3-0 teams left in the NFL, and if you guys have played Among Us, one of those teams is an imposter. Can you guess which one? I'll just let you guys think it out yourselves and decide amongst yourselves. This was my favorite one. The Chicago Bears have beaten 3 terrible teams, and they shouldn't have won any of those games.
It's pretty embarrassing. I will say the creator of this meme put the Bears front and center. It's not a secret who they think. But the Steelers played teams that are currently 0-9, and they're 3-0. So I'm not sure we're hiding them in the back there.
A little bit of hidden fraudulence in that back right corner there.
Not really fair to the Bears, but they suck.
I mean, come on. The Bears should have never gone away with that win in Atlanta. Everybody knows it. Atlanta lost the game. The Bears didn't win it. Let's be honest.
Oh, man.
It really sucks if you bet on the Falcons last week.
Or if you're a Falcons fan in general.
Yeah. All right, you guys, this is my meme. We got Patrick Mahomes, the $500 million man who has just become recently engaged and also has just announced that he is pregnant with his girlfriend, his fiance. And you can see here his baby. Looks like he's going to grow up to be a great running back in the NFL. So, love this meme. One of my favorite memes from the week. Thanks, guys. Let's pass it on.
This isn't really a meme. This is just a pure stat, and I love it. And it speaks to Russell Wilson's greatness, and it also takes a big old jab at your boy Carson Wentz. Matt, 46 straight picks, and he'd still have a better passer rating than Carson Wentz. That is brutal. I don't even need a photo to back that up.
I'm going to just remove this real quick.
Might be your best decision you've ever made.
We're going to just let that go for a second.
Guys, for my meme of the week, I took a totally different approach to this. Similar to Nick, instead of doing a meme, I just looked up Carson Wentz stats. Here's a little backstory. In summer, Matt and I had a huge argument about whether or not Carson Wentz was a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. He said to leave the argument, let's see what happens this season. Now we're 3 weeks into the season, and I have 5 fun facts about Carson Wentz thus far. Number 1, has completed 58% of his throws. Terrible. Number 2, Carson Wentz has 6 interceptions, leads the league in interceptions so far. Atrocious. Number 3, this one I like, from Pro Football Focus, the most turnover-worthy plays by QBs in 2020. Carson Wentz, 12. Dwayne Haskins and Mitch Trubisky each have 6 for number 2 and 3. That means Wentz is combined Haskins and Trubisky for those type of plays. Number 4, 36 QBs in the NFL have thrown at least 5 passes. Carson Wentz ranks 36th out of 36 for a quarterback rating this season. He's dead last out of all eligible quarterbacks. And last but not least, the same fact that Nick just said, if Russell Wilson threw 46 interceptions in a row, he would still have a better QBR than Wentz. You cannot deny that Wentz has been absolutely trashed this season, and he is not a top 10 quarterback.
Right you are, Mike.
And somehow, we still have a better record than the Falcons.
Wow. Yeah, but you can't even hold it down against the Bengals, though.
Wow. A tie is better than an L.
The Falcons haven't played the Bengals, the Redskins, and who else do they play? The Rams.
They played the Bears. I'm sorry, the Bears are so much better.
And we've at least competed, so...
All right, well, that wraps up our memes of the week. If you guys have any good ones, leave them in the comments down below or send them to us over here at the Money Line. Each week, we're going to give you our locks of the week. Those are picks that we think are guaranteed to win. And we're so sure of it that the loser at the end of the season is going to get a punishment that you decide. Leave a comment down below letting us know what the loser should do at the end of the season. We're going to pick the best one, and that's the punishment. So, Let's kick it off. Ike, what do you got?
My lock of the week is Seattle at Miami. Seattle's going there. Look, I don't need to spell it out for you guys. Russ could throw the ball into the stands on half of the passing plays for all I care. They're going to cover -7 spread easily. I just don't see how the Dolphins stay in this game with the firepower that the Seahawks are coming with. So it's a lock. They're going to get the dub. They're going to cover the spread, and enough said.
How many units you taking for?
2 hundo. 2 bills. I'm confident. Look at Russ. Look how he's playing. You think the Dolphins are going to slow that down? Good luck, man. Best of luck.
All right, Nick, what do you got?
Just a little backstory, preface the situation before you guys call me haters on my own team. I've been very disappointed, obviously, with the Giants' performance over the last 3 seasons. Their record ranks worst in that span in time when the Browns went 0-16. That's absolutely brutal. So I'm taking the Rams, -12, as the lock of the week. The Giants have to travel to LA. -12. Let me say it again, -12. They're easily going to cover that spread. Darrell Henderson, who I unfortunately dropped week 1, is an absolute monster. It doesn't even matter. They don't have any other backs. Goff is fully in the driver's seat. He's got all the weapons, Higbee, Woods, Kupp. Oh, man, their offense is on fire, and McVay showed that in the Bills game that he can really adjust his game plan in the second half. They probably would have won that game if it were not for that BS pass interference call. If I went back and looked at the tape, it really wasn't that bad, and the Bills would not have won that game had it not been for that play. So I'm taking them.
That game could get ugly quick. The Giants could get blown out.
Absolutely. They got blown out by basically the practice squad from the Niners. I think it's an absolute lock, and that's my pick. Sorry, New York.
How many units you got on that, Nick?
We'll go 1 for this week. We'll just we'll start small, and then we'll work our way up to those bigger numbers.
Week.
All right, Ike.
Lack of confidence. All right, Mike, what do you got?
Well, coming off a loss, I love Dallas in this position, -4.5 against the Browns. I'm going to take 1 unit here. I think if Dallas can stop Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, eliminate that Browns running game, it's going to be a lock. I can easily see these guys winning by 2+ scores, maybe even 2 touchdowns. I mean, I really don't. I'm not into the Browns yet. I'm not convinced that they're a good team. Other than their running game, they haven't shown it to me. Odell Beckham has been subpar. Baker Mayfield's been subpar, and I don't trust that defense. I love Dallas coming off a loss here. As much as I hate to say it, they're going to be home. This is going to be probably a high-scoring game, and I can see them running away with it. In which case, the Browns are going to have to throw the ball, and that's not their strength. So I'm taking Dallas -4.5, 1 unit. I think it's a lock. You should definitely bet it.
It's fair. I can't disagree with that. I have a bit of a different take this week on my lock. This is a heavy future bet. I was looking through the divisional winners, and I found that the Green Bay Packers are currently -200 to win the division. To me, that says a steal. That is a steal. They were opening the season at -175, and the reason they've stuck around this number, being 3-0, is because the imposter Bears are also 3-0. They shouldn't be. They've won against 3 yikes teams, the Lions, the Giants, and the Falcons, in games all 3 that they should have lost. I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers to win their division for 3 units. That's $600 to win 300.
Damn.
Big time bet.
Can we all take that right now? I like that.
I don't dial it. It's going to be a winner.
It's their division to lose. Let's put it that way.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
I mean,
They are the best team in that division, and it's not even close.
there's no team that has even put up a fight in any of those games.
Oh, look at the Vikings. What a disappointing
You got the
team.
Vikings and the Lions. It's not going to happen. The Bears at 3-0 have an outside chance. I went through each of their schedules, picked who I thought would win, and I was very generous for the Bears. They still came 1 game short. I like Green Bay in this spot. Absolute lock. It's going to cash in for sure. Let's check out each expert's picks this week. Ike, what do you got?
I got the San Francisco 49ers. We got the Eagles coming to the Bay. It's SF -6. Look, guys, we could trot out the practice squad for all I care. Nick Mullins, it doesn't matter. This Eagles team is disheveled. They're not in the right place. And our defense is still it's still hitting. It's still firing. -6. I just don't see how they don't cover that. And, that was going to be my lock. But I don't want to be too mean to the little Eagles fan over here. So I went with a different lock. But this is my pick for the week. I love the Niners here. They're at home, always playing well at home. Establish the ground game. And I just don't see the Eagles really having a chance to cover there.
All right, Nick, what do you got?
Alrighty, my pick for this week is actually 4 games in a teaser. I'm going to take a mega teaser plus 13. Starting off, I'm going to take my lock of the week, the Rams. I'm going to tease that down. I'm going to take the Ravens. They're playing at Washington. I don't think Washington is going to be able to stop Lamar. I think that the Chiefs had a very specific game plan, but I don't think that Washington has the personnel to kind of sit back and force him to throw the ball. I think Baltimore is going to run like crazy. They're going to run them over, even with Chase Young playing as well as he is. I also got the Niners as well. Sorry, Matt. In that teaser, they're at home. They're playing the Eagles. It's going to be a bloodbath. And then finally, I'm taking the Chiefs. They're playing New England, I know, but I really like the Chiefs. They have shown that they're able to withstand whatever defense is going to come at them. So that's my mega teaser for this week. Rams, Ravens, Niners, Chiefs.
Good call, Nick. Also, Chase Young is not playing against the Ravens.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Huge.
I like it a lot, Nick. You'll see why in a second. Mike, what do you got?
All right, I got 2 bets for you guys this week. The first one is a 2-team teaser plus 6. I got Seattle minus 0.5. I don't see them going into Miami and losing this game. Even if it's a close one, maybe the Dolphins cover the spread. There's no way Seattle's going out there with a loss. So I like that as a lock. And the second team with that is New Orleans plus 2. I don't see New Orleans losing this game to the Lions. There's no way the Saints are going 3 games in a row, a 3-game losing streak. I just don't see that happening. So that seems like a lock to me, that pick. The second pick for you guys is a mega teaser. We're going to win a lot of these this year, by the way. Mega teaser plus 13. We got Saints plus 9. You get more than a touchdown on the Saints coming off two games in a row that they lost. That's a lock. Second pick would be Dallas plus 8.5. They're home against the Browns. It's more than a touchdown. I feel comfortable with that. Third one is Baltimore pick'em. They got embarrassed by the Chiefs. Don't see them losing to Washington at all. So we get them at pretty much pick'em, and if they win, we win. And then Atlanta plus 20.5 at Green Bay. Look, Atlanta can get blown out, but they're not going to get blown out by 3 scores. It's just not happening. They have too good of an offense to get blown out by that much. Even if they lose big, they get the backdoor cover.
I like that as well, Mike. It's funny you guys took those because you have the 6 games that I think are pretty much locks on the mega teaser. I have the Seattle plus 6 over Miami, Baltimore pick 'em over Washington, Dallas plus 8.5 over Cleveland, KC plus 6 over New England, Rams pick 'em, and Atlanta plus 20.5 over Green Bay. 6, you can take any 4 of those. I think all of them will probably cover. There's a good chance. I do think, Mike, that New Orleans could lose a 3rd game in a row. If you watched the game last week, Arizona played the Detroit Lions. Kenny Golladay came back, and they looked a little bit different. They got the win in Arizona. I don't like the Saints without Michael Thomas.
I knew you were going to
They are missing that piece, and their defense hasn't been good enough to keep them in the game.
Let me tell you guys what I knew you were going to say this, and you know why? Because he took the Cardinals to win last week in his bet, and they lost. I knew he was going to say this. I knew he was going to say the Saints have a struggling and the Lions. It's not going to happen. Just because his bet lost doesn't mean the Saints are going to go in there and lose. Look for them to cover.
We'll have to find out.
I think you're not giving enough credit to Arizona, man. They played really well, and I think the Lions were just able to play a little bit better.
They didn't play really well. Kyler Murray threw 3 picks, and that's the game.
They've been playing really well.
Not
just
well enough
not
to
that
beat the
game.
Detroit Lions at home,
doesn't matter.
and that says a lot.
It doesn't matter. The Saints are going to go in there and win.
We'll find out what happens later this week. We got our pick'ems of the week. Who's going to win each matchup straight up? The best 10 games of the week. First up, Indianapolis at Chicago. Ike, who do you got?
I'm going Colts all the way, Matt.
I'm going with Chicago. Nick Foles is going off.
Give me the Colts. Bears are fake.
Imposter Bears aren't winning this one. Indianapolis. New Orleans at Detroit.
Taking the Saints, it's a bounce-back game.
Saints all the way.
Yeah, give me the Saints.
Saints going to lose the first 3 games in a row in a while. Detroit gets the win. Arizona at Carolina.
Cardinals every time.
Arizona's going to dominate.
I think Cardinals bounce back with a win here.
Give me Kyler Murray. Cardinals win. Cleveland at Dallas.
Browns upset.
Ezekiel Elliott's going to eat tonight.
Dallas destroys the Browns.
I hate to root against the Eagles, but Dallas is going to win this one easily. The Chargers at Tampa Bay.
Bolt up, another upset, Chargers.
Bucks defense is on fire. Go Bucks.
Give me that upset. Go for the Chargers.
Cement legs Brady ain't going to handle Joey Bosa this time. Give me the Chargers. Pittsburgh at Tennessee's postponed, so we'll go New England at Kansas City.
Kansas City's on fire, all way.
Got to stick with the Chiefs offense this week.
This is a tough game. I think it's going to be close, but I think the Chiefs win.
Billy Belichick can't handle the $500 million man. Mahomes lights out, gets the dub. Buffalo at Las Vegas.
Las Vegas Raiders upset the Bills.
I like the Raiders, but I'm going Buffalo this one.
Buffalo's been great this year. They showed some grit against the Rams. I'm going Buffalo.
Josh Allen gets the dub with Buffalo. Philadelphia at San Francisco.
San Francisco, I'm offended you even asked.
San Francisco, no question.
Without a doubt, San Francisco.
A little bit of debate here. I'm going to go Philadelphia. Last but not least, Atlanta at the Cheeseheads, Green Bay.
I'm taking the Packers.
Fresh cheese this week, baby.
Atlanta, come from behind win. Let's go.
Until the NFL changes to 3 quarters, I got the Cheeseheads in this one.
Maybe they can go to another league.
Is the CFL accepting new teams?
I think they are.
The Eagles will be the first class.
Ooh. No.
Each week, we're going to take some crazy picks, some crazy parlays, and some crazy upsets in the Big Kahuna. Who's got the biggest kahunas that also has the right bet? Ike, what do you got?
Well, I got some pretty big kahunas here. To start, I got the money line with the Las Vegas Raiders, plus 128. I like that. This is a team that's already upset a big, good team in the Saints. They got what it takes. They just got to match up on D. And then my bigger kahuna, my gargantuan kahuna, is Las Vegas plus 5,000 to win the Super Bowl.
Oh.
You need some massive kahunas to take that bet.
You think they got bigger kahunas?
What are you
than Mahomes?
smoking?
Yeah, they got big kahunas. They could win
What
the
are you
AFC
smoking?
West.
Nah, dude.
This is a team that could surprise some people.
It's not
I got big
surprising
kahunas,
anyone.
plus 5,000.
They're not beating the Ravens, and they're not beating the Chiefs. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Set it on next. Set it on
Dude,
next.
Darren Waller can't carry you that far.
Let's hear the small kahunas.
All right, what do you got, Red?
All right, for this week, you guys are going to laugh at me for sure, but I'm taking the Dolphins at home against Seattle. Now, hear me out on this one. Seattle has to travel. They had a couple key injuries in the game against Dallas and Jamal Adams and Chris Carson. If both those guys don't play, I think that Dolphins could have a great shot to win this game. I love the money line, plus 250. I'm thinking that Fitzmagic is going to put on a show late, and they're going to squeak out with a win.
I don't know if I like that.
Wow,
I don't
I really
know
took
if you
the
call
air out of the room.
The big kahuna or the...
I'm going Miami.
the
I
big
trust
air ball,
Flores.
because...
I love Flores.
Hey.
I think he's a great coach, defensive minded, and I think comes up with a great game plan to match
This would
up.
be a huge win for the Dolphins.
I would love it. I
Hey,
think
it's your
gonna be
money to
great.
lose, Nick.
Yes, it is.
Right, you
That's why they call you Red.
Well,
Mike, what do you got?
I got the Falcons over Green Bay on Monday Night Football. You know, as you guys know, we played a tough schedule so far, and we've pretty much blown every game. But I like them in this game. I think they play down, which actually plays to our strength. We're a good offense. We can come back from a deficit, and we have physically no chance to blow the game because we'll be from behind. We're just going to twist the narrative here. We're going to come from behind, win on the last play of the game. I like the Falcons 34-31, money line, over the Packers. Give me that plus 285. Guys, this is a bold bet, but it could hit.
Aaron Rodgers is going to go off.
The Falcons do love it from behind.
Shocker.
It's hard for me to say that because I have to follow it up with my own big kahuna is the Eagles
Oh
plus
my God.
260. Hear me out. The Eagles are currently 0-2-1. It hurts to say that, it really does. But
0-3-1
they are
coming up.
absolutely desperate for a win. This NFC East is the worst division in football, I will agree. It is wide open for the taking. Doug Peterson is sticking with Carson Wentz. They're going to get Jalen Hurts more involved this week. Boston Scott, Miles Sanders, and your boy, Greg Ward, are going to come through, make some big plays against the beat-up San Francisco team. Our defense is still pretty good. Our D-line's going to get pressure, and I think we have a chance to pull this one off.
Wasn't he a
Plus 260.
janitor?
We need this win. We need this win. We show up when it matters. It's going to happen. Plus 260.
Listen to me. If you're taking the Eagles this week, you better just grab it in your pocket, take out your wallet, take the cash out, and rip it in half because you're going to lose your money.
Absolutely.
I think it's a lot safer bet than the Raiders to win the Super Bowl, that's for sure. I also have one more future bet real quick. An NFL MVP bet. I like Josh Allen plus 1,200. That's 12-1 odds right now. He's playing well. His team's 3-0. He's got the Patriots, the Seahawks, and the Chiefs at home in the next 6 weeks. If he finds ways to continue what he's doing and wins those games, I can see that being an outside chance at NFL MVP, and that would be a fat payout that's going to happen.
Those will be huge nuggets for him when they
nuggets.
in the MVP voting if he wins those games. Absolutely.
I just want to point out, I've never heard anyone talk about making a bet and the word Greg Ward in the same sentence before. What an addition to that. But hey, you know what? Again, your money.
We're going to have a little
Your
viewing.
money.
You and me, Ike.
Yeah.
Head-to-head, Sunday night.
Apparently,
Should be
man.
good.
In the Eagles receiver room.
Sure thing.
Apparently, Matt didn't listen to those Carson Wentz stats in the beginning of the show.
No,
apparently not.
they should absolutely play Jalen Hurts.
And those are our big
It's going to
kahunas.
turn around this week. Watch.
Thanks for looking at our big kahunas, guys.
I say Wentz gets benched after the second half.
That's a bigger kahuna.
That's my bigger kahuna.
Love it.
Can you
All right. Let's move on.
I said second half. I meant second quarter.
All right, guys. Now we got our wake-up call of the week. These are the sleepers we suggest that you add in your fantasy league if they're available. Ike, who do you got?
I bet you didn't expect to hear a defense in the sleeper section of the show. I'm taking Broncos defense. They're taking on the Jets and Sam Darnold this Thursday. Quick turnaround for the Jets. They're still missing Crowder and Perriman. And Darnold just came off a game where he threw 2 pick sixes. This Broncos D is a little banged up. But if you're streaming defenses, this is a really good one to add right here, guys.
Right you are, Ike. This week I'm going with New England running back Damian Harris. He's currently on the IR, but he could be back for this week. Even if he's not, there have been too many injuries at running back to not add him. He will be a feature of the New England offense when he comes back. He was expected to. He was having an amazing camp up until he broke a bone in his hand. He had surgery, and he should be back in the next couple weeks. The New England run game is wide open, and he was supposed to be a workhorse for that team.
If you guys have a dominant fantasy team like I do, you're not even looking towards the waivers. You have the sleeper already on your bench. I'm going with Marvin Jones. The Saints and Lions is going to be a shootout. Kenny Golladay is back. It's going to open up things for Marvin Jones. I know he was back last week, but I like this matchup a lot better for Marvin Jones. He's going to get 2 scores, 80-plus yards. One of those scores coming on a 40-yard plus touchdown from Matt Stafford. I like Marvin Jones a lot this week. Big points.
You playing him, though? He's on your bench?
Absolutely. He'll be in my lineup.
All right.
Wow.
I got more of a long-term sleeper. I'm going with Brian Hill. Todd Gurley has looked pretty bad so far this season. Brian Hill got about 9 touches this past week, broke one for a 35-yard touchdown run. He looked a lot better than Gurley has. Gurley gets injured, there you go. And I just think it's great to have any Falcons starter on your fantasy roster because they're going to be playing from behind, as Mike said earlier today, and they're going to put up a lot of points. So Brian Hill's a good stash. Running backs are thin. Add him. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been The Money Line. We're going to be here every single week. So if you guys enjoyed the show, please subscribe to our channel. Slap a like down below if you guys like our picks. Or let us know what you disagree with down in the comments. See you guys next week.
Are you